Hi there and welcome to the September edition of DroneBlocks Up in the Air. I'm your host Clinton Evans, and September has been such a cool month. We've got so much to cover. In this episode, we're going to be looking at the Pokemon World Championships, actually the light show that was associated with that. Then we're going to look at the DroneBlocks Getting Started guide with the DroneBlocks light show kits, before diving into some new content released on the curriculum with machine learning and DataBot, before wrapping it up with last month's simulator challenge and then me giving you a new one. So that's a lot to cover. Let's get into it. Now, mid-August, Yokohama, Japan, we saw the Pokemon World Championship light show. It was a drone light show called We Move. And what is so amazing about this is we had some of our favorite Pokemon displayed in the sky for all to see. That is so cool. And these are the light shows that we are getting today. I can't wait to see what the light shows of tomorrow look like. So besides like spelling out words like Yokohama or Pokemon WCS 2023, we also see the Pokemon that are in the sky rotating, which is so cool. So what's really cool about these light shows is that we're giving artists, like whether they're 3D artists or digital artists, we're giving them the space to use, well, no pun intended, but they get to use the sky as their canvas. Not space yet, but they get to do their art in the sky, which is just so cool. And you can do that too, especially if you've checked out our DroneBlocks Getting Started guide. Now, in our Getting Started guide, we have the quick start guide that shows you how everything is positioned and how to lay out the drones and how to set up your stage, as well as designing your first light show. So we have a step-by-step guide on how to use the software, how to position your drones, how to get them to move based on the timings, and we even show you how to put a 3D object into the stage. So when we have this cone in the air, we can actually map our drones to each go to the base of the cone, and that's how we can sketch out or trace our art in the sky. It is so cool. So by following these guides, you get to teach yourself how to use the software. And as you learn to do your light shows, I can't wait to see what people create. And speaking of learning, the machine learning DataBot course has just got some new content. It is so fascinating. We have a module that will use machine learning to detect if the DataBot detects vibrations. So if you shake the DataBot, it will say, yes, it's vibrating. And when you let it rest stationary, it says it's not vibrating. Very cool. And then we also have rotation prediction, which is just incredible. So the DataBot gets connected to a lanyard and you let it just suspend, and the machine learning is going to be like, oh, this is suspended. Or you can start to swing it from side to side like a pendulum, or you can swing it in a circle, either horizontally or vertically, and the machine learning is going to be able to predict what you're doing based on the data. It's such an amazing course. I highly recommend it. This course is so cool. I don't even need to transition with the segue. I'm going to jump straight into the next section, which is our DroneBlocks challenge in the simulator. So last month you learned how to fly up in a corkscrew, and I said, hey, fly up and then corkscrew down. So what we have here is a great opportunity for me to show you some of the trial and error processes. So here we have the original code, and when you launch it, we can confirm that it does fly on a corkscrew, which is great. I'm going to hit reset. And now I'm just going to see what I can modify. So my X value that started at 10 increases by 5 after each rotation. Now the reason for that is because we're starting small and we're getting bigger. So I need to set the X value to large number that's going to get smaller. And then I need to change X by -5. So this way I'm starting at 500 and I'm changing it by -5. I then will have a fly to XYZ block. And I'm going to start the drone up in the sky, or up in the air, haha. And then it's going to go up to the top, and I'll notice that 1,000 inches is a little bit too high, so I'm going to hit reset and set that to 500 inches. And then I'm going to notice that I need to have my height of the drone reduce rather than increase. So the altitude is going to come down, so my Z value on the curve block needs to be -3 and -6. So let's put all that together. And then if we have a look, we'll notice that the radius is a little bit too big at 500. So I'm going to reduce my X to the value 250. I'm going to try that again. And this is starting to look a bit better. And there we have it. We now have a huge corkscrew going from small to big. I'm just going to speed this up real quick. And here we have it. Look at that. It corkscrews all the way down, just like that. It is so cool. Now, I believe my math was off a little bit and I crashed. Okay. That's bound to happen, but it's all part of the fun and games with the simulators. So speaking of games, your challenge for this month's episode is I want you to fly to 5 different helipads as quickly as possible. You can pick any helipads as long as your starting point is where the drone starts at the middle one. The original helipad does not count, so you have to fly off your landing area and find 5 other helipads as quickly as possible. And those of you who want to submit their time or their code to the community forum, we'll see who gets the quickest time. So see how you get on with that. I'm quite curious to see how quickly everyone can touch the different helipads, and we'll see my solution in next month's episode. So that takes us to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video or you learned something new, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our DroneBlocks channel so you never miss an episode of Up in the Air. And until next time, keep your drones in the air, your students engaged, and have fun.